Imagine a world in 2025 where a new international currency is reshaping economies and challenging the dominance of the dollar. Baba Vanga's predictions suggest that this financial shift could be just one of many significant changes on the horizon. As you consider the implications of rising geopolitical tensions in Europe, along with advancements in sustainable energy, you'll find that these forecasts paint a complex picture of our future. What does it all mean for global stability and your everyday life? In today's video in the Top 10 Vault, we explore 10 most impactful predictions made by the late mystic Baba Vanga for 2025 and beyond. A catastrophic war in Europe is looming on the horizon, and its implications could reshape not just the continent, but the entire world. As tensions rise, you can sense the urgency in the air. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine might serve as a spark, igniting a broader confrontation involving major European powers. Populist movements and authoritarian regimes are gaining traction, fueling instability and complicating geopolitical dynamics. You might find it unsettling to consider the potential for a third world war. Baba Vanga's predictions suggest that an assassination attempt on a prominent leader in 2024 or 25 may exacerbate these tensions. Economic pressures and trade frictions could amplify existing grievances, leading nations to align against each other in a dangerous game of power. Russia's possible victories may embolden further aggression, while the US and China's disagreements cast a long shadow over global diplomacy. The consequences of this impending conflict are dire. Widespread death, destruction, and a massive humanitarian crisis could unfold, displacing millions and causing untold suffering. It could alter the very fabric of society, leaving scars that may never heal. The energy landscape is undergoing a remarkable transformation, driven by innovative technologies and an urgent demand for sustainability. You'll notice the rise of renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and green hydrogen, reshaping how we think about power. These advancements not only promise cleaner energy, but also offer a pathway to achieving a low-carbon future. Carbon capture and storage technologies are emerging to tackle emissions, while advanced battery storage enhances the efficiency of integrating these renewable sources. Digitalization and smart grids are revolutionizing energy distribution, making it more reliable and efficient through AI-driven maintenance. Collaboration across sectors is essential, as achieving sustainability goals isn't a solo endeavor. The anticipated discovery of a new infinite energy source, as predicted by Baba Vanga, could further transform global energy production. With continuous innovation and investment, you'll witness the energy industry's evolution over the next decade. By the end of 2025, the landscape of medical science is set to change with the advancement of lab-grown human organs. Imagine a world where lab-grown red blood cells have already made their debut in transfusions, and fully functioning bladders are 3D printed and implanted from your own cells. This isn't just science fiction, it's the reality emerging from cutting-edge research. You'll witness organoid hearts that mimic the early development stages of human hearts, paving the way for innovative cardiac solutions. Furthermore, the first-ever transfusion of lab-grown red blood cells will pave the way for new treatments and improved emergency response in trauma cases. The organs-on-a-chip technology will enable you to see how drugs interact with human cells, streamlining drug testing and reducing reliance on animal models. You could experience a future where the transplant shortage is finished, allowing personalized medicine to thrive. Baba Vanga predicted this evolution where medical breakthroughs redefine not just healthcare, but the very essence of human life itself. As advancements in medical science like lab-grown organs reshape our understanding of health, the world faces a stark reality of increasing natural disasters. Every year, you witness the devastating impacts of floods, wildfires, and hurricanes, with the frequency and severity reaching alarming levels. In 2025, Thailand's flood risk index is predicted to soar to 9.8 out of 10, underscoring the growing threat floods pose globally. Floods alone affect more people than any other disaster, with costs projected to rise by $11 billion by 2050. Risk index scores indicate that higher scores necessitate enhanced disaster response planning. The statistics paint a stark picture. Since 1980, the U.S. has experienced $395 billion natural disasters, with an average of over 17 per year from 2014 to 2023. Climate change fuels these calamities, tripling the number of climate-related disasters in just 30 years. As sea levels rise, over 20 million people are displaced annually, grappling with the harsh consequences of a warming planet. Adapting to climate change and integrating sustainable practices into disaster response becomes crucial. While Baba Vanga warns of more earthquakes and hurricanes, the urgency of addressing these challenges has never been clearer. If you are finding this video informative, take a pause and like the video and subscribe to the channel. This really motivates us to create more such awesome content on topics that you love. Escalating tensions across the globe paint a grim picture for 2025, where conflict levels are set to rise by 20% annually. Recent months have witnessed unprecedented violence, with key players like Iran, Russia, and Turkey intensifying their involvement in regional disputes. The Ukraine conflict remains a critical flashpoint, as differing visions for settlement threaten to spiral into wider hostilities. In Syria, the potential collapse predicted by Vanga looms large, suggesting that the ongoing turmoil might trigger a global war. Europe, too, faces a significant risk, as cultural divides and geopolitical strains threaten to ignite a catastrophic conflict. The tension between the US and China adds another layer of complexity, with the specter of the Third World War lurking in their disagreements. Governments and organizations must brace for a multiple crisis, where multiple conflicts intertwine. With the dawn of a new era in space exploration, the upcoming Venus missions promise to unravel the mysteries of our solar system's brightest neighbor. You'll witness an impressive lineup, starting with India's Shukrayan, launching around 2028, which aims to deploy the first ground-penetrating radar on Venus. Following that, the Da Vinci Plus mission, set for 2028 to 2030, will delve into the planet's atmosphere, analyzing its chemistry and noble gases. In 2031, both the Veritas and Envision missions will take center stage. Veritas will map Venus's surface in exquisite detail, employing sophisticated topography and spectroscopy, while Envision will enhance those findings with its own spectrometers and radar. These missions build upon a rich legacy of exploration, from the pioneering Mariner 2 to the detailed mappings by Magellan. As you look to the skies, remember that each discovery brings us closer to understanding our planetary neighbor and our place in the cosmos. The ongoing exploration of celestial bodies like Venus reveals humanity's insatiable curiosity about our universe. Yet it's the immediate threat of melting polar ice caps that directly impacts life on Earth. The 2024 Arctic sea ice minimum, recorded at 1.65 million square miles, remained the seventh lowest ever, a stark reminder of our planet's changing climate. With a decline of 12.5% per decade, this shrinking ice cover isn't just a statistic, it's a profound shift that affects ecosystems and weather patterns globally. Down south, the Antarctic sea ice winter maximum also reached alarming lows, signaling a potential new state for this vital region. Significant advancements in climate science are urgently needed to address the challenges posed by these changes. Coastal communities face the specter of rising sea levels, while global biodiversity hangs in the balance. Baba Vanga's prediction of drastic melting by 2033 underscores the urgency. The melting ice caps serve as both a warning and a call to action for humanity to address climate change before it's too late. Amid growing economic uncertainty and technological advancements, predictions of a new global currency in 2025 are stirring conversations worldwide. Baba Vanga's forecast hints at a currency that could supplant traditional fiat currencies, igniting debates on whether it'll be a singular international currency or an expansion of cryptocurrencies. This emergence could redefine global financial dynamics, impacting trade policies and the value of existing currencies. Already there have been talks among the BRICS nations to form a new currency to replace the almighty US dollar. Whether this idea will come into fruition depends on a lot of factors. Experts' views diverge. While some anticipate stability in existing currencies like the euro and dollar, others acknowledge the potential for upheaval. The implications of this new currency could lead to innovative economic alliances or renewed competition among nations. As you consider the future, the question remains: how will you adapt to this possible new economic landscape? As humanity stands on the brink of a new era, the dream of establishing colonies in space sparks both excitement and anxiety. You're witnessing a pivotal moment where technological advancements in reusable launch systems promise to lower the extreme costs that have long hindered these ambitions. Initial efforts, like the proposed lunar bases from the US and China, serve as stepping stones for a sustainable human presence beyond Earth. Moreover, as successful colonization progresses, it could enable trade and settlement in various celestial bodies, expanding the reach of human civilization. The implications are profound. Colonization isn't just about exploration, it's vital for the survival of human civilization against potential disasters. However, the challenges are daunting. Limited supply chains and inadequate emergency plans raise questions about long-term viability. Moreover, settling on Mars presents unique hurdles, from low gravity to radiation exposure. As you consider Baba Vanga's predictions, the prospect of thriving human communities in space could transform your understanding of existence. Step-by-step colonization could lead to significant advancements, but achieving sustainability remains a crucial challenge. Facing the mounting threat of climate change, the world will increasingly be affected by extreme weather events and environmental upheaval. The frequency and severity of hurricanes, droughts, and heat waves are escalating, leaving vast areas vulnerable to natural disasters. In 2025, the economic toll could reach a staggering $1 to $2 trillion globally, with the US alone spending 3 to 5% of its GDP to cope with climate-related consequences. Nations will allocate 5% to 10% of GDP to climate change-related expenses, thereby reflecting the growing financial burden on economies. Infrastructure failures disrupt the distribution of essential materials, threatening water supplies and agriculture. Tensions among world powers will rise as competition for dwindling resources intensifies. As water and food access becomes unstable, the need for global cooperation and preparedness becomes ever more crucial. As Baba Vanga's predictions unfold, the future appears both challenging and transformative. Are we ready for what lies ahead? If you like this video, do like and subscribe to the channel for more such informative and factual videos on topics you love.